Hey guys, it's Mike with another King Arthur Legends Rise video. We are post-patch back in the game, got through our dailies, kind of zipping through what's going on, checking out some of the new current events that are going on. We've got the Vivian with all of her buffs in the game now. The event that puts us right in Gorgos, which is perfect because we're already using her in our Gorgos team, so that works out great. I have been going through like Forbidden Dungeon, got a lot of stamina just from doing the kind of daily progress stuff, so I've been pretty much using it all in Gorgos, so we're kind of blazing through this already. So we'll pick up these rewards. Got some summons there going on, as well as some selectors there, so that's not too bad. Just a few more items to pick up there, and we're almost wrapped up, and we're only a couple of hours into the event. We do have the prep event going on for the half-year anniversary, getting us ready for the daily activities. I need to summon 20 times, so we're gonna get into that. And then on the collecting gold event, I'm probably doing pretty good because I've spent some time in Gorgos. We'll see where we're at here. I've already maxed it out. So, and we're gonna get stamina in here. So we're gonna go ahead and get, wow, I didn't realize it was gonna be 350 stamina. That's awesome. We're gonna go ahead and farm more Gorgos because we're also upgrading champion. I'm gonna go ahead and jump into Gorgos and use that stamina so that I can start accumulating for the rest of the video here. So we're gonna get that dialed in. What do we have, 500 and something? We'll go that route, and we'll run it 11 times, and then I'll bring you back in. All right, so we got that knocked out. Got 10 million gold on the account. This is the second most gold I've ever had, so that's pretty cool. But we got a lot of work to do. But coming into that summons event, we need to pull 20 summons, and one thing that came into the game that I was super excited about, if we head over into Lake Avalon into the shard shop, is we have Anya's flame relic is here. So I do have 6 days to accumulate enough tokens to get up here to purchase this flame relic. So I'm gonna be looking for areas anywhere in any of the shops or the like arena or clan shops, see if I can buy as many of those summoning tokens as I can, just so I can get the extras to go in and sell them off. If we can get, like, we're gonna get a legendary here, if it happens to be a dupe, that's 10,000 towards Anya's flame relic. I did want to say I was expecting the wish list to be on each of these, so you could select basically 12 items, but instead it's actually on a separate thing going on up here. So I did go in and select the my wish list. I'm not sure if these are the best ones. I'm just kind of going through some of the things that I was kind of excited about to get onto the account, but eventually I'd like to go through and obviously get all of them. That'd be pretty fun. But I'm not sure where. I'm assuming we're going to get an entirely new token here, so I can use rubies to actually do that, or we can go ahead and figure out where those come from. So that'll be something. And then also on the special summons, see, we got we guaranteed to hit pity here, so I think we'll jump in here, probably take Saris out in the meantime. I want to get both of them to level 8, probably level 9 for that extra speed, but I do want to get Brennan in here for that first 4 chivalries. He becomes an absolute monster. So we're probably going to work on getting a copy of him, or several copies of him ideally. So we're going to get those summons going and make sure that we get that event done for the day, so the next one unlocks tomorrow. The other thing I want to talk about is on the combat power, I did hit level 30, which gives me a legendary champion. So we're going to go ahead and select that, or claim that. There we go. Get that in there and take a peek at what we get there, and then kind of work our way towards level 31 here. We're getting, yeah, I guess we're kind of close, but we can start to get some rate up summons there. Seeing how we did not get a new champion, I am super glad I went for Chivalry 3 Arthur right at the end, right before the update kicked in, because that Chivalry, that third Chivalry with ignoring 20% defense is insane. Like, it's so good. I started doing some massive damage on the last video. I highlighted 180,000 on Steel Flank Penbit. It kind of blew. I didn't even notice it when I was recording, so it was kind of cool. But I went back and I was editing the video, and it kind of blew me away. But we did get some more rewards there, so we'll pick those up. I think we're pretty wrapped up here. We do have to do those summons. So we have 17 summons we got to do. We're definitely going to get that knocked out. And then clan activities, we're going through there. That's over 7-day period, so that's going to take a little bit of time to get those going. But day by day, we'll get walking on that target. I do really enjoy when the reset takes place. It just feels like there's so much to do in the game all at once. Jumped into Forbidden Dungeon, ran normal all the way until I ran out of tickets. I did get stuck on hard. I think some of these levels I beat with Sergius before they nerfed him, and now I'm going back trying to figure out a different team that'll work because my speed team's not working the same way. So I do have one ticket there, but I've been kind of working through on hard mode as well. But there's just so much going on in the game. The clan raids booted back up, all the rewards that you get that you can start utilizing in places, which is pretty fun. And then obviously Hall of Conquerors also reset. I don't want to spend a lot of time, like I put my teams back in there. I haven't run Talos yet, but I do plan on switching these up and seeing if I can do a little better this time around and try to kind of walk on some better teams. But it looks, I haven't really paid close attention, but it looks like everything is the same as it was last time around. So it's just a matter of kind of fine-tuning, tweaking, and seeing if you can do a little better with some upgrades. But looking forward to see what I can do with the Hall of Conquerors this time. I was able to finish up in the top 50, so I did get one fragment of Caliber and Arthur's Frost Relic. So if I can do that 10 more times, or excuse me, nine more times, I'll have that on the account, which will be pretty exciting. But if we jump out into the banquet shop, I don't have enough currency to buy any relics here. In the armament shop, I have no armament tokens as well. There is an armament event going on right now, but it's in Apolia, and that's kind of the worst gear. So I don't know that I'm really going to spend a whole lot of time in there to try to get these 300 tokens. I don't need wood or iron. I have plenty as far as all the upgrades I need. I think Castle 18 is getting close. The upgrade here is only 2 million, so I mean I'm stacking up wood and iron faster than I can actually use it. Since I got to the latest updates, I mean they take so long to actually get done that you accumulate quite a few of those resources in the meantime. So I'm not super concerned about that. But over here in the clan shop, we can pick up 10 of these storm items here for pulls. So that, I mean, ideally we get something new, but if we don't, we are going to get those tokens so I can get to Anya's flame relic, which will be pretty exciting. It doesn't look like I have a whole lot going on in here. Yeah, I need 1100. That's a lot. Over here we can pick up 10 of the frost summons here, which is going to be pretty good. I did stack up 3 chivalries on Sergius. I plan on taking him all the way to 10 just because the collector in me is going to do it. But since his nerf, I don't use him as often as I did. But I think that moving over to his Storm Relic could have some merit from that video from Odd One Gaming. If you haven't checked it out, I would check it out. But I might move in that direction and see if he still has a lot of use cases. But I am kind of utilizing these tokens for stamina a lot because I'm just really trying to grow my account. So that has been an area that I've been utilizing those. These guys here, 51,000. I think we could grab up 10 of these guys. That should start getting us pretty close. I'm surprised this didn't reset with Forbidden Dungeon. That's kind of weird that didn't reset at the same time. So that's kind of, I'm not sure. On the hard mode, we are going to get some tokens in here, so that would be helpful. We could also get these flame guys here. I don't know that I would recommend going through all this to utilize these resources on these items, except for the fact there is a relic in there that I really want, and so I'm going to go ahead and make sure that I get it. I do have 7 days to get it, but yeah, I'm pretty eager. Patience isn't one of my virtues. So we're going to go over here into Lake Avalon and see what those summon relics got me. So I was taking a peek around looking to see where these might be rewards or something like that. I'm assuming they're their own summoning ticket that we're going to get at some point in time, but I didn't see them anywhere. So I'm going to go ahead. I had the wish list set, so I'm not entirely sure, like if I'm summoning the frost, if it's going to do these 3 or the only 3 frost, and that would be the only flame. It doesn't seem like that's the way it should work. I'm pretty confident this is going to be its own kind of summoning item at some point, but I'm not seeing where it is in the game, so hopefully that'll come up. But on the Storm Relic, we've got 15, so we're going to do a 10 pull. Nowhere near pity on the Storm, but hopefully we'll get lucky right out of the gate. This is going to be a good summoning session, I can tell already. So we're going to have a lucky legendary right out of the gate on the Storm, and that is Brennan's Storm, which is what he comes with, but that is 10,000 points towards Anya's Flame Relic. So that's not new for the account. We did get Frederick's Storm Relics, and now I think the only one we're waiting on is Bodwin's Flame. Is the only one left on the rares that I don't have. So that's pretty cool. On this, I thought this was kind of funny. I'm 17 away from pity, and I got 16 pulls. Unfortunately, you can't buy these with rubies. Otherwise, I just finish it out with a ruby and call it good. But we'll go ahead and pull all 16 and see if it's going to take us all the way to pity. Then we'll hold on to that pity for the next video, I guess. So if it's going to be that stingy with it. But we have other pities we're going to hit, so we're going to get some other items along the way. So we'll go through here one by one. I don't know, it seems painfully slow. So let's see if there's not really a way to speed that up either, is there? All right, here we go. We're gonna go. Oh, we could just click through. There we go. That's doing something. Yup. Nothing. It's gonna take us all the way to pity. That is no good. Where are we at here? We got 2 left. Oh man. So this is the last one before we're at pity, but we don't have that one to actually summon. So it took us all the way to pity. Oh, that's fun. All right, well, next time I get a Frost Relic, we're getting a legendary one, so that'd be pretty cool. So we'll go back over here into the flames. Somehow the flames are just abundantly available. So I have 39 of those. We're looking at 18 for pity, so we're guaranteed to get one. But we're gonna go ahead and see what we get here. Maybe we can get 2 out of 40 summons. That'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty good. I would actually probably prefer to get some legendaries and get some more chivalries on the account if we're gonna get all our luck in one spot. I wouldn't mind seeing Bodwin's Flame Relic pop up in here just so I could put a pin in that and say we're done. We did. Oh no, this is pity. This is our pity pull here at 18. We are guaranteed one, and so we'll see what we get here. I was like, oh, we got lucky. We got 1 rare there. On top of that, let's see who the pull is. We got Gillian's Flame. I think that's new for me. I'm pretty sure I have her Frost, and I think she comes with Storm. So yeah, that. Oh no, she must start with Flame. She must start with her Flame Relic. Oh man, I was all excited. Anyway, that guarantees me Anya's Flame Relic there just from the 2 legendaries we pulled. So that's not super bad. But we'll keep on keeping on and see if we get lucky with a couple more here. The way they upgraded the shard shop, I think that it's going to be more and more imperative to keep kind of a stockpile of resources so that when things come through there, you're ready to go. Because I kind of got caught with my pants down a little bit on this one where I was like, oh, I really want that relic, but unfortunately I got nothing. So we got none of these guys, and we're going to go ahead and pull 20 of these the raid up summons, of the special summons. I did swap out my Ceres for Brennan here, and then these guys are on my wish list, so we're guaranteed to get one of them. So we'll see who we get. I've been trying to utilize Brennan in my arena team, and I know that when you get his 4th chivalry, he becomes significantly stronger. I think he does an AoE taunt, which is pretty big, if I remember correctly. It moves his taunt to his 3rd ability that also does the AoE. So a bunch of tokens there, so we'll take that all day long. Here we go with our gold. This is our pity pull. We're going to see if we get lucky. It's been a while since we've got a twofer, so maybe not this time. All right, well, we'll see who we do get out of those 4. It's not huge, it's Anya. So we go ahead and we get another Anya. That gets her to chivalry level 8 where she starts running those heals, which is pretty solid. So I'm going to go ahead and pull her off my wish list and put Ceres back on. But that's a monster pull right there. And then we also got an Isolde there for chivalry, hopefully moving to chivalry level 9. We're getting closer and closer to buttoning up all of the rares. We'll jump in that wish list real quick. We'll take Anya out because she will be on chivalry level 8, and we're going to go ahead and put in Ceres back in there. And then we'll go that route for next time. Jump over into the item bag. Oh man, we got quite a few things we got to use to get these out of my inventory. They're stacking up on me. Legendary books are always money. We'll take those all day long. Talismans as well, always a good thing. So I've been falling behind on the serpents, so it's just kind of like, oh, I'd really like to get one. I got one. 100 rubies, we'll take that. A lot of goodies coming through in here. I always talk about what in-game players are doing and kind of keeping that in mind, and I do think that this patch kind of falls a little short there. A lot of in-game players are probably going to be still working on the Hall of Conquerors, and I think that with the getting ready for the half-year anniversary, it is kind of alluding to potentially a big update in the next, I don't know, 2 weeks from now. So hopefully there is something coming into the game in that space, but we'll see. I mean, at the end of the day, we can only do what we can do. Common summons, there's gonna be some really good stuff in there. I'm sure of it. Yeah, but we got some more stamina. I will say in the last couple days, I have not had enough stamina at all. Like, I've been really wanting to get into the game and play, and it's just been burning through stamina in my item bag. I've been buying it with rubies. I've been trying to get it anywhere and everywhere. There's just so many things I want to do that I have not been able to do. And so there's just so many places I can grow my account right now. But I think that's a good thing, all in all. I mean, the whole point is you can't do it all in a day, and you've got to do a little bit every day and improve your account and keep you coming back day after day. And that's what they want, you know, as far as that goes. So I do think with the additions they made in the last update, there's a lot of stuff going on in the game that are keeping people engaged for the time being. But I don't think they can rest on those laurels. I think they do need to make sure that, you know, in the next patch, something is coming in. I mean, if they continue to, they had that one stint where they went, I think it was 4 or 6 weeks with nothing going on in the game. And it was like, oh man, that's just brutal. And I think that's not something that is sustainable over time. Man, there's so much iron and steel here. So we'll get that dialed in. And we got one more legendary here to pull. It almost feels weird when you don't have the wish list now, because it's like, oh, it could be anybody, you know, or it's like, oh, it's got to be one of the 4 I'm looking for. We are stacking up a few of those rate up summons for next time. I'm definitely not going to be pulling for Vivian. I already have her Chivalry level 4, and I don't really use her in a lot of places. But here's the most anticlimactic way to pull a legendary, and we got a Sigrun, so that's going to be pretty good. I do actually want to build her with her Storm Relic, because she has that taunt on her A2. Run that on my Hrungnir team, and then pull Brennan out, because I think Brennan's a more solid champion I could use in other places. Jump over to the shard shop here. We're going to select all, go into here, sell these guys off. We're getting 1,272. That ain't bad, so we'll take that. Looks like we've stacked up a couple. I think that's actually probably going to be 2 extras, because I think Avalon's on Chivalry level 9 already. We got 2 Chivalries there, and then obviously our legendaries. Come over here. This is what the whole show was all about. We're going to go ahead and get all these guys. We got these 2, so you can see my one fragment of Arthur's Frost Relic there. So eventually it'll be a thing if I can do it 10 weeks, which is going to be quite a bit. But 30,000 of those tokens are coming through. So not too shabby there. And we're going to jump right out into the heroes, relics, and we're going to pick up Anya's flame relic, and that will complete all of her relics for me. And we do have 14,000 towards our next one. We're at 4,000 working towards our next hero. And these guys here on this particular 7-day stretch, I don't know that I would push forward. I would be kind of tempted with Merlin and Lancelot, but I think the rest of them, I'd probably wait until we get somebody better, maybe an Iwarit or somebody on my wish list. Brennan at this point could be coming through here as well, so that would probably be a good time to hold on to these until I could get some of those characters I'm really trying to get their chivalries up. If we jump over into that event dungeon, we should have that half-year item going down there, and that will get us 2 more of these memory rudiment selection chests. We have 47. I did use one just to find out what it was on my Nika. And then in hindsight, that was not a good idea, because she's already Chivalry level 8. So I'm going to have to put 100 towards her at some point, or that's just going to get wasted, I guess. But, you know, it is what it is. I do have a couple pieces of gear sitting in here, a ring, and these are full selectors where you get to choose what you're looking for. And then I still have some of those gear pieces that I purchased with those 1,500 rubies that were going on for a little bit there. I'm hoping at some point they bring those back specifically for the keepsakes, because I could really use some upgrades to my keepsake. I think most of my champions are running 5-star or 4-star keepsakes, which is kind of a struggle. I have been stacking up some of these, and again, as we start going through Forbidden Dungeon, those are going to start stacking on the account a little more and more. Anya, we did get that copy, so this is where the 100% independent chance to heal each ally 5% of Anya's max HP. So you don't really build her with a lot of HP. You're actually going for effect resistance mostly, but these minor heals are all going to be beneficial. And if you're in an area where you're not really taking a lot of damage, she might supplement and replace having a healer on your team altogether. So that is a super big chivalry for her that kind of just opens up her kit and has her do a completely new thing for you. And then jumping over to her relic here, we are going to grab that Frost relic. Flame relic. We have all 3 of Anya's relics now. I think her Storm relic is her best, but I think the Flame and the Storm are both very solid. So it'd be nice to build that up just so I have an affinity choice with Anya, because she's an absolute incredible champion. So the last rare relic I'm looking for is Bodwin down here with that Flame relic. Everybody else is dialed in. We did get Sigrun's Chivalry, so we'll get that on her. Let's take a peek. We're picking up some more defense, just being a little more tanky, so that's going to be perfect. We'll grab that and make her a little more effective, and hopefully have her be a little more survivable, so as we go through Hrungnir over there, she survives all the way to the 200 turns, landing that taunt on her A2 once I build her Storm relic that I picked up. If we move further down this list, we do have Avalon on Chivalry level 9, so we're going to go ahead and take Avalon to Chivalry level 10. Those other 2 we can now sell, and that'll be extra tokens there. We got a Chivalry here for Isolde, so we'll get that on her as well. And a Chivalry for Ralph way back here on Chivalry level 6, but now we're moving up to 7, so that's going to be a good win there too. Just getting a little bit closer, and then there's Frederick there. We actually need to get over to his relics and pick up that Storm relic. So now he's dialed in with all of his relics there available for him. But I think that's about what I got for you today. I saw Anya's Flame relic come in there, and I'm like, I am definitely getting that. I'm figuring out a way to get my hands on that. So I'm glad that's on the account now. We're going to go ahead and keep pressing on. We got 10 million gold to go through and actually put towards champions and upgrade my account. So I'm looking forward to getting into there and doing that. But I appreciate you guys hanging out with me all the way to the end. If you are looking for a clan, we're still looking for 25 active players over at MikeGoG. Come join us. We'd love to have you. And I look forward to seeing you next time.